Previously on the Youth Edition.
Level in the box, nothing from the referee, cleared away, but it is 3 points for Oldham on the opening day of the season. Welcome to League One. Frag out! Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Youth Edition. It's Oldham Athletic, it's Dylan Allen on a quest for Champions League glory. It's time to sit back, relax and get in that comfy chair, put it on the big screen TV, crack your favourite beverage, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition career mode here with Oldham Athletic. It is season number 2. We are in League One and we had an incredible start. We have won our first game with a 1-0 victory. We take our first 3 points of the season. Now, I left a lot of discussion there for you guys at home in regards to our transfers and, of course, the young Korean keeper that we have scouted, whether we should bring him into the Youth Academy. Before we jump into that, I want to get rid of the first player upgrade, so let's jump into that one first. So today's player upgrade is for Tonev, our Bulgarian centre-back regen. I'm going to keep him around for another season. He always just gets in. He's got a good amount of heart, I feel, and when he does come in, he seems to do a job. We're going to need a little bit of squad depth here, so I think we'll hold on to him for at least another season, see how he develops. But this one comes from Blocky FC. Thank you very much for your comment. 33 thumbs up on this one. Well done to you guys at home. A little pat on the back. He's gone with the number 22, a tight fit kit, normal sleeves, a red wrist right sweatband there, high socks and some Adidas green boots just to get that Bulgarian flair. Now, I thought you probably need some dark green boots. Couldn't find any. The only green boots are these Adidas messy ones. So hopefully you're happy with that, Blocky. Let me know in the comments section if you want to change any of those. But he's your player for as long as he is here at Oldham. And I'm sure we will have another player upgrade at the end of this episode. Okay, let's get into my thoughts and processes and the comments for the transfers. A lot of you guys said, can you try and sign the booth on regen? I mean, he's 75 overall, and unfortunately, he's valued at 10 million. There is no way we're going to be able to afford this lad. We can keep him on our shortlist, and maybe someday he might make his way into our team. The other call was to bring in the Brazilian in Evangelista Santos, 61 overall. And I thought, you know what? This is probably a good signing for us from the free agency list, a backup for Cooper. But then, you guys have also said to sign the South Korean keeper from the Youth Academy. So we'll hold off on Santos for now. There was a few calls there for the Icelandic lad in Fredriksson, but I don't think we're going to sign him up. A few wanted me to try and get Mislov in. I don't really want to waste money on a right back. We've already got Barros there who could probably move into the midfield if we wanted to, but then we've also got young Cooper as well coming through. So we'll monitor him. If he starts getting up to a decent rating, we've got an option to buy him a bit later. Had a few calls there for Williams. And then you wanted the striker in Lopez Perez, which I think is the Torres regen. He's only just joined the club, so there's no way we're going to get him or Soseda for another season anyway. Chimachukwu should be able to do a backup job. So what that means is that I'm not going to be signing anyone from this list at this stage. I did see comments saying go and look for Ibrahimovic, Bazagli, all that. Don't worry, I'll have a look for them. They're all still playing. Otherwise, they would have been on this list and I would have let you know. Next season will be the big one when all these big superstars do start retiring, and we'll have a better chance at maybe signing those then. For now, I think we need to concentrate on the Youth Academy, hold on here in League One, and hopefully, you know, we don't get relegated. So that brings us to Jihu Jill, 56 to 74, 78 to 94 potential. The goalkeeper from South Korea, you know, there's some backstories developing already that it was, you know, from the American invasion of Korea, and that is why he's looking the way he is. So good to see you guys being a little bit interactive and coming up for a reason. Now, I will let you know that EA is actually looking at this issue. I have brought it up with them a couple of times. A few of the other lads have brought it up as well. So it looks like they're going to actually have a look at the code. Whether they get that fixed or not, or the timeline on when that will be fixed, we don't know. But just letting you know, we are having a look at it. So, but yeah, there was a million comments saying, please sign this kid. He's going to be an absolute wonder star. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Jill into at least our Youth Academy. Right, so Jill, 61 overall, can definitely be a backup to Cooper already. 78 to 94 potential, 400 grand valuation. He's got 60 reactions already, which is really good to see. I'm not going to bring him into the first team just yet. I'm going to let him marinate a little bit in the youth academy. Sometimes their stats will grow a little bit quicker if you hold them in the academy. So I'm hoping that those reactions do start growing. If we see some movement in the reactions here early, we will bring him into the first team. So don't worry too much about that one. So we've got enough of that managerial stuff out of the way. Time to get into the first game of the episode, second game of the season. We're taking on Bolton, which should be, hopefully, is a decent challenge for us. No changes to the starting lineup. We're going to roll with this. Cameron Griffiths got the opening goal of the season, and hopefully we can push on. So this is the first game I'm playing since the last patch has dropped, so we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully things have changed a little bit, and we're looking for a difficult game, to be fair. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second game of the season. It is a rainy day here in Bolton, and at the University of Bolton Stadium. It didn't even fit in. The name is too long when I renamed all the stadiums, but we got off to a flyer. We've taken 3 points in the opener. Let's hope that we can, keep some form and not be one of those teams that just gets picked off too easily. Well, it's a free kick here for Bolton. 11 minutes gone. We've held most of the possession, but they're trying to push forward here. Klein gets up and does well. Noah White flicks on. Here is Lee out wide to the run of the Belgian in Martin. He's got a bit of space to work here. Martin drives his way down the line, playing on the left-hand side today. Can he get across here into the box? Drives long, and it's picked off by the Bolton defence. From Griffiths, lovely touch on from Harris, gets a run here from Martin. He's got the support from Cameron Griffiths. He'll feed it back out wide for Martin, and the Belgian drives his way forward. He's got men lining up on the back stick, but that is a poor cross. Oh! What has happened there? They've cleaned up the keeper. Oh! Who paid him off? It's Guerin getting the goal, and it's Oldham 1. Bolton shell-shocked. What happened there with the keeper? Did he slip on a raindrop? We'll have to wait for the replay. I'm sure he had that one covered. He's catched it. His own player's taking him out, and Guerin has pounced like a seagull on a hot chip. Puts it in the back of the net, and the Bolton fans will be absolutely disgusted with the performance of their defenders. Dylan Allen loves it. It's 1-0 Oldham. Oh, Alfie Lee just gets in and does the job, but gives the ball away. Amiobi has the ball out wide. Griffiths comes through, and Cooper has it covered. He's been quite solid so far today. He rolls it out quickly for Lauren Bernard. Legazelle drives his way forward, tries the roll, can't get around his man. Back to Barros, down the line, finds Cameron Griffiths, lays it off now. Bernard keeps coming through, then back out wide here. Cameron Griffiths, can he get a drive inside? He can! Oh, Guerin's hit it, and look who's come through. It's Harris, and Oldham completely on the front foot here. It's 2-0. In the rain, they are loving it like ducks on a pond. It's 2-0 to Oldham Athletic before half-time. Bernard just industrial in that effort. Cameron Griffiths, Guerin, well, he should have had two. He's hit the sidebar, but Nick Harris comes through and cleans it up like a good man with a mop. It's 2-0. And there is the whistle for half-time. Dylan Allen has these lads in inspired form. It's 2-0. Oh, Klein's giving it away. Here they come inside, and there is the goal. Well, a bit of a brain fade there from the German, and I think he's been called offside. Such shit dickhead. Very, very lucky there is Klein. He's absolutely had a meltdown and given the ball away, but we survive, and it's still 2-0. Everything going the way of Oldham at the moment. He fires off for Murphy and back down the line. We need to defend. Amiobi fires inside. Barros needed to do some work there. He's let the man through, and Bolton finally get their goal. It's 2-1 in the 58th minute. Barros sort of napping. Maybe he doesn't like the rain. We're not too sure. But 58 minutes gone. Bolton now find their way finally into this game. Was the Amiobi offside? Barros, he's trying to head it. I mean, just mark your man, son. Cooper, no chance on that one. Just slapped it past him on the volley. Almost got a finger on it, but 2-1, Bolton in the game. Oh my days, Bolton have ripped us apart. No, he's called offside again, so our line is sitting quite high. And luckily enough, well, we should be absolutely behind by now. And it was Griffiths just getting forward enough. Barros almost, he is offside. We survive once again. Well, 3 changes here. We're going to bring on Han, Chukwu, and Edwards for Harris, Guerin, and Griffiths. Lee up wide. It's the run here from Bernard and wants the run from Chimichukwu. And Chimichukwu pushes on forward. He is in on goal. He pulls the trigger, and the trajectory is wide. Plays forward, gets the run from Edwards and out wide. Laurent Bernard, he's got some space to move. Can he get the cross in? He can. Chimichukwu! Oh, save from Amos. Finds it back for White. Off here for Barros. The captain drives his way forward, lays it off, and it's Edwards! Oh, he's got himself a goal! 3-1. And Oldham are on a charge here early. Off the highs of season 1. They've approached League 1 like a fucking bull in a china shop. Takes a deflection, he doesn't care. Edwards gets the goal, and it's 3-1 Oldham. Well, it's a big tackle from Klein. We're here in the death on the final whistle beckoning. Bernard gets up, clears that one away. And we're just waiting for that whistle to blow now. And there it is. It's another emphatic victory here for Oldham. 2 on the trot, 6 points. And, well, a great start to the season. Well, 9 shots to 4. They definitely got involved in the game. We were very fortunate with the first goal. Let's have a look here, though. An assist for Barros, he gets an 8.6. An 8 for Noah White with 3 defensive efforts. Klein a 7.5, 7.4 for Griffiths, 6.5 for Dong Sung Han checking in. Alfie Lee with an 8, an 8.3 for Bernard, an 8.2 for Joel Edwards with a goal, an 8 for Tom Martin. He was exceptional today. Chimichukwu checks in for a 6.9, an 8.1 and a goal for Guerin. Cameron Griffiths is 7.1, 8.4 for Nick Harris with a lovely goal and 4 defensive efforts. 7.2 for Cooper, 4 saves, but he conceded 1. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Right, transfer offer here for Jay Sheridan, and it's 82 grand from Del Curd. We'll accept that offer. Well, it looks like that loan move where you take him off the loan list and put him on the transfer list has worked. Moore is headed off to Grimsby Town for the season on a 1-year loan, and we've also sold Chris O'Grady for 110 grand. Time to get into game number 2, and it is the Carabao Cup round 1. We've got a reserves team here now. Chimichukwu up front, Edwards, Miller, and Thomas across the 3. Roberts and Hahn will control the midfield. Sonev at left back. We're going to try Olsen at centre back to partner up with Cartier. That is Cooper at right back, and we'll keep Cooper. I don't trust Lewis between the sticks. So let's see how we go here in the first round of the Carabao Cup. All right, here we go. Carabao Cup, the reserves team in action. And a chance for some of these lads to really push a name here for, some first-team action. We're at the Keep Moat Stadium taking on Doncaster. So this should be a fairly interesting challenge. Another wet day here in England. But let's see what the boys are made of. A good start so far to the League One campaign. And plays forward. Quick touch on from Millet, and he finds Thomas. Thomas drives forward for Chimichukwu, who ends up in the net himself, but not the ball. Oh, good from Chimichukwu. Thomas will lay through. Millet fires, and it's been blocked. We'll get a corner. Oldham working their way into this game. Well, there is the whistle for half-time. Both teams having a pop, but it's 0-0. Does well, Chimichukwu finds Millet. Millet will lay this one off for Roberts, fires forward. Edwards gets the touch, lays it back off. It's Liam Roberts in the box here. He shoots and works the keeper. We'll get a corner here in the 64th minute. Han is the man to deliver. Drives inside. And that might have been cleared away by Doncaster. Another opportunity here. Han drives in again, looks for Liam Roberts, picked out here by Lawler. Thomas gets the touch, Olsen picked off, here is Rowe. This game is just starting to go up a little bit. Crawford lays it off to Andrew, and down the line finds Rowe. Rowe feeds it out to Crawford, back to Rowe, back to Crawford. Doncaster trying to put something together here. Rowe finds Marquise, and he filters it out wide. Here we go, and Big Coops gets out there. He's relishing this League One opportunity. Edwards. Roberts a poor touch, and then just runs into his man and says, how about we meet on the floor? Right, 3 changes for Oldham. Bernard, Barros, and Martin check in for Miller, Han, and Edwards. A little bit more class checking in for 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get a win here. Barros has checked into centre midfield. Here is Bernard. Straight into the action, feeds it out wide to the other substitute, Martin. He cuts back, drives it over to the back stick, and it's put wide by Thomas. push his way through, flicks over the top, gets the run here. Thomas! Oh, it's custard! Absolute dog shit! Thomas has shown nothing here today. And that ball goes long. Roberts gets the touch. And there is Bernard, and there is the whistle. Is it an extra time or a replay? No, we go straight to fucking penalties. Oh, down the middle. Chimichukwu, a chance to be a hero here. Oh, saved by Lawler. Could be going out the first round. Good save from Cooper. Barros loves a penalty. Oh, what? He saved that one as well. Come on, Cooper. Keep us in the game here. Oh, down the guts. Martin. Can he find something here? Finds us a goal. Cooper needs to make a save. He has. He's done well. Old Harris on him. His new messy boots. Can they find him a goal? Yes, they can. Come on, Coops. One steps up. Oh, it's done me. What's he doing? Roberts. Wants to do this to keep us in the shootout, and he does. It's a perfect penalty. What's going on here? It's 3-3. Oh, he's done me again. Bernard puts it in. It's a long penalty shootout here. Can we get the save? He can! He's got the save! Well, it's here. It's Brett Cooper. Oh, it's a save from Lawler. What is going on in this penalty shootout? It's keeper versus keeper. Oh, no. Olsen puts it in. Well, it's all happening here. This is a tense shootout. Oh, it's a save from Cooper. It's another opportunity for Oldham. It's Cartier. Can he get the job done? Yes, he can! We go through on penalties. Cartier is the man to finish the dinner. And Cooper, our goalkeeper's made some brilliant saves in that one. And that will take us through to the second round of the Carabao Cup. Well, just 5 shots to 2. A pretty lackluster performance in the actual game, but we go to penalties. We get the job done. Let's have a look here. Tsonev with 5 intercepts gets a 7-6. 6-2 for Barros. 7-4 for Roberts. 7-6 for Sam Thomas. 6-1 for Bernard. 7-3 for Tom Martin. 6-5 for Chimichukwu. 6-6 for Edwards. 7-1 for Millet. 7-1 for Dong Sung Han. 7-1 there for Elliot Cooper. 8 saves. Conceded 5 apparently. Yeah, there's something wrong with the statistics there. Brett Cooper 6-6, 6-9 for Cartier, 7-5 for Evan Olsen. Did pretty well at centre back, to be fair. Sonev, another great game, 7-6. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Transfer offer for Misilo. Yeah, we'll accept that. And Jay Sheridan has been sold for 82 grand, 50 grand into our budget. Well, the final game of the episode is Oldham Athletic hosting Southend United. A bit of a kick clash, so we'll wear our away strip in this one. Can we keep this form going here? It's been absolutely electrifying, and the team is growing in stature. First team rolling out here today in the league. Let's see if we can get another win at home. Well, it's been a blistering start here for Oldham. This is game 3 of the League One season. Currently undefeated. We're back at home at Boundary Park, which started off the season nicely, a 1-0 victory. Let's see what we can do here against Southend United. We're wearing our away strips, but hopefully we can get the job done once again. Griffiths lays off, wants Guerin to make the run. Oh, just wide from Guerin. Martin. Lovely ball through. Bernard makes the push. Back inside for Martin. We'll get a run on here. It's Cameron Griffiths. Off the sidebar and cleared away. Guerin does well. Harris. Griffiths. Guerin! Oh my days! That is a big strike from young Guerin. 30 minutes gone and it's Oldham on the board. Guerin hitting this opportunity here in League One. Boundary Park has turned it on here. And there was some good little manoeuvres there from Oldham to set up the shot. Guerin just smacks it first time. The defence not ready for that shot. He's absolutely laced that one with the left. It's gone low, it's driven hard. Beats the keeper, all ends up. It's 1-0 to the Laddicks. Get in. Oh, it's a cracking save from Cooper. They shredded us open there. Really showed no sign of intent here at the moment, Southend. Only had a couple of shots for the game, but they go 1-0 down and all of a sudden they decide to kick into gear. Barros! Barros! You've got to do better, mate! You're the captain of this fucking team! Oh my days, Southend haven't even looked like scoring when they do with shut-up shot, but Barros once again falling asleep at right back, not marking his man close enough. Cooper can't fucking believe it. What are you doing, Barros? He's taking a look behind him and going, oh yeah, he's alright. No, he's not fucking alright. He's got straight past you and he slipped it past Cooper and it's 1-1. Fuck's sake. And that is a corner here on the cusp of half-time. Lee is the man to deliver. Barros trying to get up. Bernard will be the man here. Can he get a shot away? No, he can't. And, well, there it is. 1-1 at half-time. Cameron Griffiths back in for Harris. Finds Martin. Lays it back off. Cameron Griffiths finds Lee. Here's Martin. Tries to box his way through. He gets dropped and we might get done on the counter-attack. No, Griffiths gets in the way. Lovely touch. Cameron Griffiths, lovely ball. And he's got Martin. Can he set something up here? Drives inside. And, well, Bernard was coming through, but can get on the end of it. Right, 3 changes. Han, Chimichukwu and Edwards check in for Harris, Griffiths and Tom Martin. I've moved Guerin to that centre-forward role and we've put Chimichukwu up front. So let's see if we can do some damage here with 18 minutes to go. Chimichukwu back to Bernard. Takes his man on. Fires forward. Chimichukwu can't get into position. Han. Bernard. Han. Comes flying through. Pulls the trigger. Hits the defender in the leg. Southend pushing forward here in the final minutes. Demetrio, what the fuck is that? That's not going to find anyone. That is a shit fucking pass. Chimichukwu gets the touch. Bernard just stagnant. He's dead out on his feet. And Southend steal a point here, you feel. It's 1-1. Well, 10 shots to 5. We play them off the park once again, but we couldn't take 3 points. Cameron Griffiths with the assist and a 9.075 for Tom Martin, 6.9 for Harris, 7.3, 6 saves there for Cooper, a good day for him. Barrows 7.2, 7.4 for Noah White, 6.5 for Klein, 7.3 for Owen Griffiths, 6.9 for Dong Sung Han, 7.8 for Alfie Lee with 4 intercepts, 7.8 for Bernard, and 8.6 for Guerin getting his second goal of the season. Joel Edwards checked in for a 5.7, Chimichukwu 6.2. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Well, it's time for another little bit of a training session. Guerin up to a 64. Right, Mr. Lou has been sold for 290 grand, 180 grand into our budget. All right, Next Generation 2019, the best young players to watch. As the new season is rolling out after months of anticipation, it's time to take a look at the exciting prospects of 2019. Now, they've picked out Acosta here from Ajax. They've also got Cooper. The coaching staff at Oldham Athletic were left with a good impression when Cooper met his senior teammates in the training camp. The 17-year-old likely be monitored by scouts by major clubs in the near future. Okay, his birth date is the 25th of July 2002, and they're also having a look here at Guerin. It's hard for the chairman of Oldham Athletic to keep media attention away from the 17-year-old's achievements in ranks of the youth squad are triggering interest from the big clubs, with incoming bids for his signature seeming inevitable. He is born on the 30th of December 2001, and they're also talking about a goalkeeper from Torino. So nice to see 2 of our players here on the ones to watch. Let's see if there's any other stories with Tom Lefebvre and the Media Watch.
Media Watch with Tom Lefebvre.
Today on the Media Watch, we've got a message in from Plugpin 88, and after the opening day victory, Dylan Allen treated his team to a wild weekend to celebrate. Unfortunately, the money he had put aside was spent by the board to put Sun Hee So on an intensive scout training session to improve his job performance. As a result, Allen took the squad for a night out in his old town of Nailsworth, the home of the Forest Green Rovers. But unfortunately, things got out of hand very quickly. When Griffiths and Lee got arrested for public nudity, Cooper was banned from the Ecotricity Arena for putting on an Oldham jersey on the statue of Dylan Allen, and Klein got lost while drunk and eventually he was found in Dortmund. The club apologised for the trouble caused by their players, but Dylan Allen dismissed it shortly after, saying boys will be boys. Well, we can't count our chickens before they hatch. One victory is not going to be enough to keep us up here in League One. Hopefully Dylan is going to keep these boys in check. Well, let's have a look and hope that the season can roll on. Time for today's player upgrade, and it will be for the Korean in Han. If you want to make any changes to his number or his kit, let me know in the comment section down below, of course, and make sure you're chucking a thumbs up on anything in the comment section that you think is worthwhile. The one with the most thumbs up on their comment will get the upgrade in a future episode. Good luck. And that is where we will finish today's episode. A cracking start to the season. I can't believe this. I thought we would be absolutely under the pump, but to be fair with that, Lincoln City are in first, and they came up with us, so maybe teams are underestimating us. We're not too sure. I've had a look at activating second controllers. They're still putting out their best teams. They're just not really attacking as much as we would like. We'll see how we go for the first month or two. Sometimes things get a little bit haywire. But if we are traveling this high and pretty, I may look at having to look at some slider setups for ultimate difficulty. I thought, you know, we'd get pants, but whether it's the star rating or whatever's happening, I'm not too sure. I want this series to be competitive. I don't want us trouncing teams. You know, we're not dominating, but you know, the fact that we haven't lost a game in the first three on our first time up here in League One, we're starting off as a one-star team, gives me a little bit of concern. We'll see how it pans out, but that is where we'll finish today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smack like if you did, and we will see you in the next episode. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase, and I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these two videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.